Hey family, you just tuned in to hashtag Rise365. My name is Mr. Perry P, and you're all in the place to be. Today is January 25th. It's Saturday, and like I said, my name is Mr. Perry P, the leading performance speaker and execution coach for Quarter Life Crisis, as well as lead pastor of I Am the Church Ministries. Man, so thanks for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Today's an interesting day. I just got a quick recap. I just gave my a letter of resignation to my full time gig yesterday. So I'm about to go and be walking on faith beast mode on the business side, or excuse me, the ministry side, the business side, and my pop's biz side. And then today, I drove out to Glendale this morning, and it was a really beautiful day. I mean, I caught the sunrise, and I'm gonna have to take a pic. I took a picture of it, so I'm gonna have to post it. But it really was beautiful, and it really reminded me in a crazy way reflection of today. And some of you know that my wife and I, our firstborn son, was born with SMA, spinal muscular atrophy. It's a super rare disease that literally attacks every muscle in your body. I mean, think about it. You need, muscle not only to walk and to lift things and to talk, but you also need muscles to breathe and to eat. And this, super rare disease in its rarest form, had, unfortunately took the life of our son at only 59 days old. And today marks 7 years. Today marks the 7 years of him, of the Lord calling him home. And I don't know, when I saw the sunrise, I mean, it was beautiful, and it was just, I don't know, it just, my mind correlated it to, even though life is short, and for some it's shorter than others, obviously, but life is short on this side of heaven. When we get to heaven, it's beautiful, it's magical, it's full of joy and full of peace. And you see that, at least I saw that in the sunrise today. It was beautiful, it was peaceful. I had a sense of joy on a day that could, easily be a day of sadness for my wife and I. And it's we just know that, if we focus on the here and now, focus on this plane, the earthly plane, then, and the things that happen to us, situations, circumstances, I mean, it can bog you down. I mean, really can, especially if you're in the midst of a quarter life crisis. It's tough. It really is. It really is. But that's why it's so important to focus on something greater than yourself. I mean, the Lord, He's a good God. It really is. And even though certain situations and circumstances happen to us all, it's super important to realize that there's a being out there that loves you, a being out there that cares for you, a being out there that died for you, a being out there that's always listening to you, always watching you. And whether you accept, Jesus Christ as your Lord or Savior or not, and whether you believe in a God or not, I mean, it doesn't take away the fact that He's there, He exists, and He loves you. I mean, just because you don't, you may not believe in gravity, you may not see gravity, but you can see the outcomes of what gravity brings, as well as it's not going nowhere. so, so our God in heaven is not going anywhere, and today is just a day when I saw that sunrise, and driving to Glendale was just peaceful, and it was really beautiful. And it made me think, man, I was like, man, I got to revise my book. It really made me think about, man, I have to, like, well, some of I wrote a book called Rising, or titled Rising from the Ashes, Turning Tragedy into Triumph. My first book I've ever written, ever published. And it's actually on Amazon. No, it's not on Amazon yet. I need to revise it to put it back on there. But nevertheless, it's just one of those things where I was like, man, it made me realize that I'm wasting a lot of time on like frivolous stuff. And I know I'm going over my time today, but forgive me. I'm gonna wrap up real soon here. It just made me realize that there's a lot of time that I waste on dumb stuff, where that same time can be put into my calling, my passion, as well as helping others with their calling, with their passion, and just helping them along the way. And I realized, I kind of had a solid realization today that's like, you know what? It's time to do something different, to get something different. So what is the something different I'm going to do in order to really experience different outcomes? Something I have to think about, something you may have to think about too. But other than that, thanks for tuning in to hashtag Rise365. My name is Mr. Perry P. And I am the leading performance speaker and execution coach for Quarter Life Crisis. I own and run Rise from the Ashes 24/16, where we believe in helping people turn tragedy into triumph to help them become the best version of themselves. As well as I'm the lead pastor of I Am the Church Ministries, where we believe in loving God, teaching the whole Bible, teaching the gospel, and really taking a liking to people, especially ones that have been, that are non-believers, unchurched, and even church hurt. And there's a lot of that out here in the zone. But other than that, talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Keep us in your prayers. God bless. Peace.